This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It's a 2006 Ford F-250 crew cab short bed. It's a 6.0 turbo diesel. It's four-wheel drive. Has 163,358 miles. It is a King Ranch interior, and it is a FX Road off-road suspension, which is Rancho suspension installed at the Ford factory. This truck was a theft recovery purchased directly from an insurance company in San Antonio, Texas. It is on a salvage title due to theft, not collision. Please watch the little 3-minute animated video that we put in our salvage theft ads that tells you how and why. To make it short, the attorneys for the insurance company never want to see this truck again, so they sell it to us in a salvage title, so that if we sell it to you on a salvage title and you kill yourself in it, it can't come back to them. If they sold it to us on a clear title and we sold it to you, a good attorney may have a way to go back to Geico or Progressive because they've got millions and we don't. That's where they'd want to go. So that's how they immunize themselves. It's all about attorneys and liability. It has nothing to do with the truck. There are 4 pictures of the truck in our ad before it left Texas. It looks exactly the same. The only difference from the exterior is that we brought 2 brand new BFG all-terrains for the rear to match the really high rubber fronts. The rears were just a little bit too worn. It's such a nice truck, we wanted to make it look as good as possible, drive as good as possible, so that's what we did. We get them here, we do a inspection. This is what the inspection looks like, and then I have my little cheat sheets. We installed the new FICM fuel injection control module. The coolant reservoir had a tiny leak. We wouldn't have fixed it on trucks that are a little bit rougher than this because it really wasn't much of a leak, but this is a nice truck, so we did. Batteries, alternators new. Driver door handle was broken when they stole the car, so we had to buy a new one and have it painted, as well as the driver door lock cylinder. And the rear shocks were a little bit squeaky, so we replaced those. And like I said, the rear tires are brand new. The front tires they're all matching. The front tires are probably, I don't know, at least 70% tread. And you have a spare, so tires are probably not going to be an issue here. I just took, I don't know, probably 70 to 80 HD pictures of this truck. You will be able to, there's a little magnifying glass that you can click on. If you see something, you know, you want to see some of this stuff a little bit closer, bug kill, a little bit closer, then you can click on that and it zooms in. It's like putting your face an inch or 2 away from the vehicle. I strongly suggest you do that. If you're worried about cosmetics, that should never be a problem, okay? Because like this thing right here, you can zoom in on that and see that. For a 160,000 mile truck, it looks great. But some people may say it looks like hell. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I think it's a 10, but somebody else might think it's a 4. That's why we have so many pictures in this video. So, please use that, okay? I have pictures of the undercarriage. Throw a little video in here of the undercarriage. There are no secrets here. The plan here is to make sure that everybody knows what they're buying and it ends up in the right garage. That happens 99.9999% of the time, and when it doesn't, it's because people don't read or watch the video or think. It's got some scrapes on the roof. Somebody got a little close to something, but unless you're Shaquille O'Neal, I don't think it's gonna matter, okay? But like I said, this is my job to get up here and show you, because inevitably, if I don't, somebody is going to see this thing and think that I left something out on purpose. That's not my job. My job is to make sure that this thing ends up in the right place. There are your new rear shocks. That's one side at least. New car dealers or used car dealers with independents, brick and mortars, they have to sell whatever somebody sits in. You know, when they have a truck on their property and somebody happens to stumble upon it and wants to get in it, that may be the only person who gets in it all month. So they're desperate to sell it to them. We're not desperate to sell it to anybody. 500 to 1,000 people a day will see this truck online all over the world. And if we do this right, we will get the right person who likes everything about it, with its failings, everything. So the plan here is to make sure that we tell you everything we know. Doesn't mean we can. I don't think it's humanly possible to. But a couple things you'll never hear from us is telling you that it's mechanically perfect, because we'll never tell you that. because that would be a lie. Everyone tells people that's amazing. You watch people's videos, and they go on and on about how great it is and how perfect it is. That's BS. And how they guarantee it'll run forever. More BS. Everything breaks, and 165,000 mile things break, and they could break tomorrow. So what we deal with is the present, what we have today, right? What we have today is a hell of a truck. I'm going to 163,368 miles. What I'm going to do right now is open the hood. We're going to be looking for Ford stamps on both sides of the, on both fenders and on both sides of the core support. That's going to tell you that nothing's going to be placed up front, which would mean that in all likelihood it hasn't been wrecked, right? Also, I'm going to be taking off the oil cap and showing you blow-by. That is excellent. Ford stamp there, Ford stamp there, new battery, stickers where they belong. We already saw the catalytic converter underneath the truck. There's the Ford stamp there, and Ford stamp there. Has a K&N aftermarket airbox. Like I said, this reservoir was new. Alternator's new. There you go. Now, people ask us all the time for this, so we're starting to do this now for people. Kelly Blue Book. Okay. King Ranch package, 160. The miles are right. Actually, I have it as a long bed, and it's a short bed, and a long bed actually books for more, so it's a little bit more than this. $17,327 is the suggested retail price of this truck with this equipment. This is kind of a cool truck because it's got the rear captain's chairs, which doesn't look like I accounted for either. That's an ad, by the way. Another ad to have the rear captain's chairs. I'll show you what that is in just a second. This will go in the glove box. Got some nice mats too. Anyway, there's heated seat on and off, seat back, seat forward, seat up, seat down. Let's see, rear tilt up and down, front tilt up and down. And these seats in this thing look great. Pretty soft. I mean, usually King Ranches get fairly rough, so somebody probably took care of these things. Let's see. Passenger window. Rear passenger window. This is what's unusual. We don't have too many of these things come through where they have the center console in the middle and you have captain chairs on both sides. The leather is very soft. I don't think too many people sat back here. Again, not unusual. Diesel trucks seem to have very little wear in the back seats. I think they're just mom and dad and a trailer, especially in the King Ranch. Not much to look at here. Like I said, there'll be pictures in the gallery that you can click on. Let's see. Go one more time underneath it. Go there. All right. Let's see. Passenger window. Driver window, passenger front window, passenger rear window, driver rear window, mirrors, out, in, down, up, other side, out, in, down, up. All right, heated seat, seat forward, seat back, seat up, seat down. We go down, it goes all the way up already, and seat up. There you go. Let's see, tilt up, tilt down, and I'll tilt up again. Rear seat, tilt down and up. This seat looks great too. There's a little spot right here, but that's not pen. That looks like somebody had a rivet in their pants and just kind of wore the... Huh, interesting. Adjustable pedals, up, down, tilt wheel, boom, that works fine. There's so much going on here, I kind of got to rush. Here's your moonroof. Forward. Boom, there you go. All right, let's see. Let's get some air in here. Believe it or not, it's still January, and it's a little bit warm. I'm sure no one wants to hear that from me, but it's the truth. 72. About that. It's like 80. All right, so there's that. Let's do the steering controls. That's fan up, fan down, temperature up, temperature down. All right, so everything works in the air conditioning. There's that. Rear slider. All right, let me get a seatbelt on. All right, let's see. We got tow, on and off, radio.
Every Goodwill location in Tucson.
6-disc
With no
changer.
sign is a sign of no
Let's go
business.
here.
Hi, I'm
Steering controls.
an owner of Innovative Sign.
All right, so radio works fine. There's that. Let me see. Let me get my seat here positioned right. All right, let me go through a systems check. There you go. There you go. Good. All right. Put it neutral. We're gonna go to 4 low. Now we're in 4 low. Drive. That's definitely 4 low. And reverse in 4 low. All right, neutral. I'm gonna go back to 4 high now. We're in 4 high. Drive. And reverse. All right. Neutral. 4-wheel drive. Let's go. All right. It's on a salvage title. If you come to Tucson and drive it home, you're going to need plates and insurance. You cannot get them on a salvage title, so we have to take it to level 3 inspection. That's the police. We take it there. It's a minimum of 4 hours, up to 10 hours. We charge $200 to do that. It's mandatory if you're going to drive it home. So we charge $200 to do that. There's a $250 dock fee. And there's taxes, of course. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if your state tax rate is 3%, you'll pay 5%. All right? Then a $250 dock fee and $200 restore. Just add 2% to your state tax rate, add $250 dock fee and $200 restore if you're going to drive it home. If you're going to ship it, pay the agreed upon price, add $200 if you want us to restore the title before it ships out, and that's it. Once we receive your money by wire, we will fill out the title with your name or company's name and address, notarize it, sign it off, scan it in your online file, and that is it. This thing runs great. We'll even scan in the envelope we mail it to you in, so you'll be able to see all that stuff the second it happens. Then once the truck ships to you and you get your mail, you'll take them to motor vehicles and do your own thing. All right? Deposit's $500. Once we receive a deposit, we'll put your name in a banner over the truck at wheelkinetics.com, and you'll know it's yours. Until then, it's for sale. The last part is the warranty speech. There is none. 163,000 mile 06. It's 10 years old, has 163,000 miles on it. The people who built it gave it X amount of miles and X amount of years, and it's way past both. If they could have given it a much longer warranty, they would have. They couldn't because they didn't know what would happen to it. They built it. All right? We don't know what's going to happen to it tomorrow. We know what we have today. So please realize that there's some risk involved. If you don't like risk, go buy a brand new King Ranch. That's going to be expensive. In fact, I know what that is. My friend just did that. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen anyone do in my life. Unless you got a lot of money. Then it's pretty cool. Anyway, there's risk involved. We don't know what's going to happen. If it gets to your house and it needs an air conditioning something or a button or a switch or an injector, go get one. All right, we're giving you tons of information. We can't make this a risk-free. We can make it close to risk-free, but we don't know. Okay, do your research. Know what you're buying. This is a hell of a truck. All right, Thank you for your time.